Today I'm doing a reaction video to a resistance bands home workout done by Michael Vasquez. This is a pretty short video, only 2 minutes, shows off his workout, but let's take a look and see if it's something I think is decent for what you can do with your home gym. So let's take a look at it. The first exercise chosen is the wide pulls. I actually call them pull-aparts with the bands. He's calling them wide pulls here. A little strange that they're at the beginning of the workout for me. Maybe there's something to warm you up in his sense. But for me, I like to actually put these at the end after I'm doing many of my compound lifts. That way they get a little bit more fatigued before I actually go and do this exercise. It's not terrible here, especially again if he's just warming up with it. But for 1 whole minute and then only 30 seconds of rest, and how he's doing it in the video, doesn't look like he's putting in that much effort, but again, it's okay, but let's move on to number 2. Alright, his second exercise in his workout is to do bicep curls with the loop bands. Now, if you know me, I don't like doing bicep curls like this. I like using my bar, but if you don't have the bar, feel free to do it this way. 3 sets of 30 seconds, 30-second break in between. I don't know why the exercise is put here in the order. Again, this would normally be something after I did all my compound lifts, because you get a lot of, especially if it's like a pull day for you or something, you get a lot of that bicep work in there beforehand. Even if it's something like doing pulls, like any kind of overhead pulling, horizontal pulling, that's going to get your biceps activated. So having it as a second exercise is weird to me. The only time I'd put it here in my workout is if I was really trying to target this as being a weak point so that I put a lot more effort into it. Otherwise, I'm putting it after all my compound lifts. Now his third exercise is the band deadlift. Now I actually kind of like the placement of this one here. I think it should go before both the wide pulls and the bicep curls, but it's in the top 3, so I can't knock him too bad. So band deadlift, not too bad of a choice. It's more like a Romanian deadlift that I see in this. He's actually doing it for reps this time, which is a little more different, as before it was a time-based thing with a 30-second break, and then he just gives you the target muscles. But I do like having this more at the beginning of my workouts for my hamstrings and lower body. You will get a little bit of lower back as well, but this is a great exercise again if you want to have it maybe in your third spot. Again, I wouldn't use his first 2 exercises where they are, but this one is not too bad. Now his next one, we're moving to the band push-ups. So again, a great exercise. I would have put this earlier in the workout, but a solid chest exercise. The only thing with the bands here you want to watch out for is if you're using very, very strong bands and they're going through your actual palms when you're doing it, you're going to put a lot of force on the outside of your palms. You can actually mess them up over time. So it's something to watch out for. I hate doing push-ups with bands because they feel very, very uncomfortable for me. So I like to do it with the bar, or if I'm going to do push-ups themselves, I'm going to put the backpack on with the weights. That's just how I like to do it. It'd be rare for me to, I think, do banded push-ups again, just because of how weird it feels for me. But if you're okay with it, then yes, it is something you can add into your training routine. Make sure you can actually do push-ups first, but then you can add this in if you want a little bit more resistance at the contracted part of the movement. Alright, so we move from a push-up now to the band chest press. So I actually probably would have picked this one over the push-up itself. I don't mind here to have the actual bands loop through your hands. It actually looks like he might have them on his thumbs when I'm looking at this video. I hope that they're not just like right through his thumbs like here. That'd be a lot. Like, I can do a lot of resistance with the bands. To have that kind of thing, I really would not want to be doing that. I would put them through your palms in this case, really hold them tight and then come through and really contract that chest. Don't do it like the thumb if he's doing that. Otherwise, this is a good exercise. I don't think you need both. Let's say he's doing more of a full body thing here. So I don't think you need both the push-up and this, but maybe split them up into different workouts throughout the week for more frequency with the chest. But again, a decent exercise. I actually would have chosen this one over the banded push-ups. Alright, so now we're moving to tricep extensions, and he's doing it one arm at a time. Personally, for me, I'll just do both arms. You can do them one arm at a time, that's fine. It just takes a little longer to get through your workout. So that's really up to you. Solid exercise, in my opinion, for using bands. Always feel good stretch in the triceps. If you have trouble like with both arms keeping them together, this is where one arm would actually be a lot better. You can also do things, if you want to do the skull crusher version, you can put it kind of like when you're doing the chest press around your back and just push straight out with your arms. And that's another way you can do it as well. But this is a solid exercise, in my opinion, for the triceps. Now he has one in here that has no name, but I'm pretty sure this is just a lateral raise from one side. So he's just doing a raise. He's not really doing it correctly. He's actually holding his palm straight out like this. So he has his arm like this. You should have it like this. So you're pulling, so you're actually activating that mid-delt here. So I think he just forgot to put the name in the description in his video, and that's fine, whatever, I don't care. So he's doing it one arm at a time. This is something you might have to do depending on how strong the band you're using is. Now, for me, with the undersum bands that I'm using personally right now, I can actually put under one foot and do both arms at once. But if you can't have this set up, then you might need to do one arm like he's doing here. But it is a good overall mid-delt shoulder targeted exercise. Oh, but no, he's going way too low with the band. Here's like all the slack out of it. So you might want to put or keep more tension in the band when you're at the bottom of the movement, or else you're literally just doing nothing at that point with the band. So make sure that you are actually doing lateral raises with resistance bands that keeps tension throughout the entire movement. Alright, so now we're looking at bent over rows, 30 seconds each, 2 sets, and then 15 seconds of rest. I'll probably take a little bit more rest, but he is doing them one arm at a time, so you can get away with that. I don't know if I do them in this manner. I'll just do normal bent over rows, like put under both of my feet, just stand there, be in position and pull. His kind of looks like a cool version. I don't know, it's like a very athletic 1 foot back in front, 1 foot back, and then pulling. So I don't know, I think it's a cool looking movement that he's doing it in this way, but I would just do the standard 2 feet bent over row version if you can, especially with the bar like I have. That's, I feel like, the best version of this, but his will work. It'll just make it so you have to do one side then the other, which could take a little bit longer to do your workout, but if you have enough tension throughout, it should be fine. Alright, so an exercise I probably would have started very early in this workout with is the band squat. Now, I hate the version he is doing. Putting it around your neck like this, it must be so uncomfortable to put that up around your neck and traps and do squats with it. Just hold it up in front of you or overhead or something. If you have the bar like I do, this is where I do the front squats with it. That's why I really like this thing, because it works very well. This just seems so uncomfortable. I don't think he's using a lot of resistance here with the band squats that he's doing. This just looks to me, so uncomfortable. I never want to do it this way. I've seen others do it this way as well, and I can't get behind it. It's just something, I don't know, it's just something I cannot get behind, doing banded squats this way. Just hold them up in front of you or whatever, hold them above, just like I said before. But great exercise overall for squats, just don't do them in this manner. And then he throws in jumping squats. Pointless. You don't need them. Just do the regular squats with the bands. I feel like jumping with the band around your neck, no. Okay, now we're getting into the weird section of his workout where he has 30 seconds, 2 sets, 15-second rest of push-up band flow, where it basically looks like he's doing like a plyometric version of push-ups where he does a push-up onto dumbbells and back again. First off, you have to have dumbbells, so you need more than the resistance bands he's talking about here. But unless this is just like a finisher, it's very, I don't know, it's just very weird. I don't know why I do this at the end. I just do the regular exercises and do them harder. I don't need this at the end. I don't need like some kind of calorie fat burning thing for a minute total at the end. Dumb. Just cut that out entirely, in my opinion. And we come to the end of his video. So overall, good for the most part. I think actually most of the exercises are ones I would pick and do. I might use more two-handed versions of them. You can take out the jumping squats and this ending push-up variation thing that he's doing. And the rest of the whole body, full body workout from home with bands is decent overall. Of course, some of them you need dumbbells for his. But in the end, decent. Give him probably like a B+-ish video. for this. You can follow along and do what he says, and you get decent results overall. But if you want to check out my videos, head over to GamerBody.com. There you can see my current home workout program. I do use a bit more equipment than this. I have the bar again and a step platform and all that stuff. I just want to start reviewing and showing you what's out there and if I think it's good or bad. I'll be doing more of these in the future so you can see what I think about other people's workouts. So if you did like it, please like and subscribe to GamerBody for more videos just like this one, and I'll see you all in the next video. Be fit and game on.